Do you find yourself struggling to get up off the couch? And as a result, do you feel stuck and frustrated that your mobility and independence are starting to slip away? Well, you're not alone. It's a very common problem for many people in daily life, particularly in older age. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you simple but powerful strategies and exercises that will make it feel much easier to rise from a seated position again. I'm Stephen Bunting and I'm a specialist MSK physiotherapist working in the UK. And over my 30 years in clinical practice, I've helped thousands of people to move more easily, reduce joint pain and regain confidence in their everyday activities. Welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to explain why getting up from a chair or couch can be so challenging. And it's not just about weak legs. I'm going to share the physiotherapy secrets that make standing up instantly easier. And I'm going to show you a step-by-step routine of exercises that you can start today to help make couch rises feel effortless. Standing up from a low, soft seat like a couch is actually like a mini workout for your body. And it can start to feel much harder for a whole variety of different reasons. But the main ones that I see in my clinical practice are, number one, reduced muscle strength. And it's not just about the thighs. Many different muscles are involved in getting you upright, including your glutes, calves, and the core muscles around your spine and pelvis. Number two, joint stiffness. If your hips, knees, ankles and spine aren't moving freely, then you might struggle to get the right leverage needed to get you standing up efficiently. Number three, pain or injury. Arthritis, back pain or a previous leg injury can make you hesitant to put weight equally through both legs. Number four, technique. Most people instinctively try and get up without getting into the right position first, which robs them of momentum. And number five, seat height and softness. A low, saggy cushion means your knees and hips have to work so much harder and you sink down further, making it much more difficult to get up. But the good news is that every one of these problems can usually be overcome with a few simple strategies. So in this next section, I'm going to talk about the standing technique. But before we get into that, let's just talk about the type of chair that you're using. So if you're trying to get up from a low, soft seat, then you're already at a major disadvantage. It's going to be so much easier if your starting position is a bit higher and a bit more upright. That shouldn't mean more uncomfortable, but it should mean that you're sat in a much better posture. So avoid this sort of thing and look for a chair like this or a sofa like this, perhaps with a device like this so you can use your arms to help. I'll put some links in the description to the type of products that I can recommend. Okay, so let's get into the clinic and let's go through the technique and then the exercises. Okay, so let's go through some basic things that you can do right now to make things easier for you to stand up. And the first thing is just to make sure that you are actually shuffled right forward on the end of your chair. You're perched on the end. This is going to make it far more easier than if you sat right back and then you've got further forward to go to stand up. So shuffle right to the very end. Next thing is to bring your feet back behind your knees so that you've got more than a 90-degree knee angle. Okay, and that's going to make it easy for you to push up. And then the third thing is, just before you're about to stand, is to lean forward and make sure that your nose is over your toes. And what you've done by using these three different points is you've made sure that all the levers are in their maximum position of efficiency to make it easier for you to stand up. So then it should just be a case of pushing down with your feet, lifting up from the chair and easing your way up into a standing position. So the other thing to consider is the use of your arms to help you get up into standing. So you can either push down through your thighs to give you a little bit of momentum to push up, and that's absolutely fine. Or if you've got arms on your chair and they're nice and sturdy, then you can use those to push yourself up, and you're going to find that much easier. But don't use anything in front of you to pull on, particularly things that are likely to topple over, because that's not going to help you. And the final thing that can sometimes make things a bit easier is if you exhale, you breathe out as you're pushing up. Just means that your muscles just tighten that little bit more and make them a little bit more efficient. So get yourself on the edge of the chair, get your feet back, get your nose over your toes, breathe in, and then as you stand up. And all of those things should make it that much easier to get up into a standing position and improve the efficiency of the whole movement. Okay, so I'm now going to go through 5 great exercises which work all of the important muscles which we use to get from sitting into standing. And you can do these daily to get your legs nice and strong. And the first exercise is just really to practice the sitting to stand movement itself. So make it easy for yourself. Get yourself a high chair, like a dining room chair or something that's a bit higher, not a low slouchy chair. And then when you're happy, practice all the things that we mentioned before about the position to go into standing. So bum forward in the chair, feet back, nose over toes. And then practice the movement. Use your hands if you need to do, but bear in mind this is an exercise, so you're wanting to work these muscles quite hard. So if you can do without your hands, and that's probably a little bit better. But what you're going to do is get yourself into that efficient position and then go up into standing nice and slowly. Once you've got upright, stop and then do the reverse. Slowly back down into the sitting position and then repeat the movement. If you're struggling, then make the chair higher by using a few sturdy books or a bit of wood or whatever to try and get the seating height a little bit higher. The higher the chair, the easier you're going to find it to stand up. Because ideally, you're going to want to repeat this exercise about 8 to 10 times and then try and do 2 or 3 sets of that as well. So that's a really great exercise. If you get strong enough that you can progress, then the way to progress is to lower your seat height. And also, rather than sitting down properly at the lowest part of each exercise, just imagine that you're sitting on a pane of glass. Lean down, touch your bum on the seat, but just touch and then immediately come back up again. So you're not actually taking all your weight back onto the chair. You're just touching, pausing, and then going back up again. So like I said, repeat about 8 to 10 times. 2 to 3 sets. That's a great exercise to get the quads working, the glutes working, these main muscles that are really important to get you from sitting to standing. The next exercise is a little mini squat. So it's similar to the sit to stand, but this time you're starting from a standing position. You can use the back of a chair for a bit of support if you need, or if you don't need to, then get your hands out of the way. I'm going to use the support here, and I'm just going to go into a little mini squat. Just as far as I think I can do comfortably, and then back up into standing again. Feet are flat on the floor, not going up onto tiptoes or heels or anything like that. I'm going to go as low as I can, nice and slowly, and repeat the movement. It's the slowness and the controlled movement that you're trying to encourage with this particular exercise. And again, 8 to 10 repetitions, 2 to 3 sets, it's perfect. The next exercise is using a step. So you can be stood at the bottom of your stairs looking up them, and you're going to step up onto the first stair and then back down again. So lead with one leg. I'm going to pick the left one to start off with. Left up, left down, left up, left down. Repeat 8 to 10 times, and then swap right leg up, right leg down, right up, right down, right up, right down. If you've got a banister, feel free to use it if you feel you need to. If you don't need to, then don't. That's absolutely fine. And again, try and do 2 or 3 sets of about 8 to 10 repetitions on each leg. Okay, the fourth exercise is for your calf muscles, and they're another really important group of muscles for that sit to stand movement. So I've got the chair back out again, and I'm just going to use the back of it for a little bit of stability. So I'm going to stand, I'm going to make sure my weight is equally distributed between both feet, and then using my hands for a little bit of support, just for balance really, I'm going to go all the way up onto my tiptoes. I'm going to hold that position for a second or two and then slowly lower back down again. And the important part of this exercise is the lowering down rather than the pushing up. So that's where your concentration should be. So don't be going up and then suddenly flopping back down really quickly, because you'll lose all the strength that you're trying to generate. Go up onto your tiptoes, hold for a few seconds, slowly lower back down again. As with the other exercises, try and do this about 8 to 10 times, and then have a little 30-second rest or so, and then do another 8 to 10, and then another 30-second rest, and then if you can, do a third set of the exercises as well. And then finally, the fifth and final exercise is just an exercise for the hips, hip mobility and also hip strength. So all you're going to do with this one, you're back in the chair again, and you're going to lift one foot up, bring your knee up towards your chest, as high as you can do comfortably. Count slowly to 5 seconds, and then slowly back down again, and then the same with the left one. So all the way up, count 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, back down again. So it's a slow march, but it works your hip flexor muscles, which again are important in the sit to stand activity. I'll try and do about 10 repetitions on each side, little rest, and then see if you can do one more set. And that's it. 5 great exercises to work all the right muscles to help you get from sitting to standing in the most pain-free and efficient way possible. Okay, so I hope you can now see that by combining better technique with targeted strengthening exercises, you're going to notice that getting up from the couch, car seats, or low chairs will become far easier over time. And with the exercises, small, consistent practice beats occasional big efforts every time. So try to get into the habit of doing them little but often, preferably a few times every day. But even doing them just 3 to 4 times a week can often make a noticeable difference to your strength and mobility in just a few weeks. And to help remind you, I've also made a free printable sit to stand exercise plan, which you can download by clicking the link in the description. And the last thing to mention is that if you've reached that point in your life where no matter how hard you try, you have disabilities or weaknesses that just can't be overcome by the sort of things I've talked about in this video, then there are a huge variety of specialist chairs available which can adjust their position, make it easier for you to get up, or literally push you up into a standing position. You're probably going to need to take some advice from a mobility specialist or a therapist though, to help you make the right purchase that's suitable for your individual needs. Okay, well that's about it. If you find these tips helpful, then please hit the like button so more people can discover them, and subscribe for more expert MSK advice. Well, thanks very much for watching. Take care and bye for now.